HT-40 is a homegrown basic trainer that reflects India's ability to shape its own pilot training ecosystem, while the IJT bridges the crucial gap between basic and advanced training with an indigenous solution. The LCA Mark 1 Alpha is an advanced variant of the first Aboriginal fighter that stands as a symbol of technological evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, right in front of you is the HTT taking off. The pilot takes off and will leave the arena, but only to surprise you in a short while. Following the HTT-40 takeoff will be the takeoff of the intermediate jet trainer, right in front of you. And gentlemen, for the grand takeoff of the Alpha. The pilot has been given a takeoff clearance by the air traffic control and is now ready to roll. After this majestic takeoff, the aircraft is climbing to just a mere 500 feet for its first maneuver. As the aircraft turns right at 500 feet, it will demonstrate its first maneuver. This maneuver is a roll demonstration, a series of neatly crafted rolls that displays the roll agility of the aircraft at speeds of 200 to 300 knots. Look to your right, ladies and gentlemen, as the aircraft is coming in for a series of neatly crafted rolls. That is 2 rolls to the right, 1 follow to the left. Now, as the aircraft pitches up to the right, it is time to witness the agility of the aircraft to carry out a max straight turn. Look at the ease at which the aircraft is able to carry out this maneuver. Performing a minimum radius turn right in front of you. Can you imagine such a fast aircraft carrying out such a short turn? Completing that minimum radius turn, the aircraft now recovers and we will now witness a thrilling aerobatic maneuver. The aircraft is now turning right to carry out the next maneuver, which is an inverted flight. Look to your right, dear audience, as you see the pilot coming in for the inverted flight maneuver. The pilot has now turned and is literally hanging in midair, just suspended by his safety straps. As the pilot recovers, rapidly changing directions, he is going to fly in front of us for the next maneuver. The pilot with ease will pull up and carry out a roll to the right. Look ahead, in front of you. That's the mighty Alpha moving up and returning to the right. Completion of that roll, the aircraft will now come in for a short circuit to land. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue looking towards your left as the Tejas Mark 1 Alpha has lowered his undercarriage, is coming in for short circuit to land.
Of Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40. Please look to your left as the pilot runs in for his first maneuver. The pilots will execute a wing over to the left and position for a barrel roll to the right. Started as HAL's own program, HTT-40 has been under development since 2013. The first prototype of HTT-40 performed its experimental flight on 31st May 2016. The pilot pulls up for the barrel roll. After completing the wing over, the pilot is now positioning to execute a horizontal figure of 8. For executing this maneuver, the pilot will start a loop and go through the first half. Then before completing the loop, while the aircraft is on its back and pointing at the ground in an inverted dive, he will flip the aircraft erect. The pilot has thus completed the one side of the horizontal 8. He will now start another loop and repeat the maneuver to complete the other half of horizontal 8. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a horizontal team of designers comprising key disciplines such as aerodynamics, structures, propulsion, avionics, electrical and mechanical systems like brakes, landing gear, fuel and ECS systems. HTT-40 is now positioned for a landing. As the aircraft has completed the short circuit and coming in for a landing on the runway. Please notice how easily the aircraft has maneuvered. The aircraft shall land close to the base and come to a stop using reverse thrust. This is a unique feature of this aircraft. And as the aircraft concludes its aerial display, it leaves behind a message that India's aviation future is bright and the sky is no longer the limit, but just the beginning.
Coming up next is our very own indigenously designed and developed intermediate jet trainer, the HJT-36. Emerging through the rear, here comes the Hindustan Jet Trainer 36. The aircraft is now turning left or over temperature. That was the loop swiftly executed by the IJT. The aircraft is now turning left to position for its next maneuver. You can notice how the pilot pulls up and carries out a left wing over to demonstrate a simulated weapon release. Please keep looking to your right as the aircraft accelerates to a speed of 400 knots to perform few snap rolls right in front of you. And there you go. The aircraft is highly agile and its advanced avionics makes the pilot's task convenient in maneuvering the aircraft, making it an ideal platform for advanced training in tactical flying. Please notice how the pilot uses its agility to execute a high G turn to demonstrate its small radius of turn. A full glass cockpit with a head-up display system enables the pilot to be aware of its position and potential at all times. The aircraft also houses an AI-based voice activation system capable of operating on-board avionics by voice command of the pilot. The pilot is now flying in from your left to execute a high circuit to land. Please notice as the aircraft flaunts its undercarriage and flaps right in front of you. The aircraft has an advanced anti-skid systems in its brakes, making it ideal platform to operate from short airfields. Ladies and gentlemen, that was IJT, the HJT-36.
Keeping up with the beat and the visual feed, prepare yourself for another zipping fighter aircraft, the Sukhoi 30 MKI. You're about to witness a low-level aerobatic display by one of the world's most agile fighter aircraft, also known as the Flanker. The display will give you an idea of maneuvers that the mighty Flanker is capable of performing. The Sukhoi 30 MKI is a multi-role air superiority fighter. It is a twin-seater, twin-engine aircraft. The MKI variant is tailor-made for Indian specifications and is capable of air-to-air and air-to-ground operations. It is integrated with the state-of-the-art radar and weapons capable of delivering a high degree of damage to the targets. The aerodynamic configuration combined with the thrust vectoring results in extremely capable maneuvering, takeoff and landing characteristics. The aircraft is capable of flying at high angle of attack. So, as the aircraft prepares to line up and take off, do not miss the majestic platform Sukhoi, as the aircraft shall perform a climbing turn left shortly after the takeoff. And that Sukhoi 30 MKI rolling, can hear the thunder of its engine. Sukhoi 30 MKI is one of the few aircraft in the world that can do this extremely complex maneuver called as loop tumble yaw. Shift your gaze upwards, riveted towards Sukhoi. Tumbling down. And that's the yaw, bidding farewell to all the known laws of aerodynamics. And now the aircraft shall quickly position himself for a series of rolls forming right in front of you. Sukhoi comes in for a series of roll. That's 1, 2. Flying in this manner not only requires high degree of situational awareness, but absolute mastery of the aircraft and its system. Once again, the aircraft is about to turn left. What distinguishes a good fighter jet is not only the ability to fly supersonic, but also the ability to fly slow and close to the ground. This is precisely what you're going to shortly witness. The aircraft is decelerating to speeds of as less as 240 kilometers per hour. As they say, even the winds stop to stare. Do notice as the aircraft shall re-engage his afterburners for a rapid speed up. Time, the aircraft is positioning itself for loop, tumble, yaw once again. This time, right ahead, 12 o'clock to you. There he pulls up, thereby going vertical. Let me see how many of you can spot him inverted in the flight. There he's inverted. And the nose comes tumbling out. And now the aircraft yaws.
aircraft